Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? So today I'm bringing you guys my review, my thoughts, and my comparison on the new Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. For those of you who are not new to this channel at all, you already know that the original Donna Born in Roma is my #1 favorite perfume in my collection. It has been for some time now. Nothing has been able to knock it out of that #1 spot. So because I love that perfume so much, I was definitely intrigued by this new one. The scent notes also intrigued me, so I was so ready to snatch this up and get it to review for you guys. So I have it today. I'm wearing it today, and I'm here to give you guys my thoughts on this perfume. So if you guys want to see all of that, then just keep on watching. Okay, so jumping right into this perfume and everything about it, I actually purchased mine from Macy's when they were having a 15% off. So this is a 50 ml bottle, and I was able to get it for around $90 with tax and shipping and all of that. So it's the same exact size as the Donna Born in Roma that I have. They look exactly the same. The only difference is that the juice in this one is like a light peachy color, whereas this one is a little bit more of a darker pink color. And then they also gave us a cap to keep our spray from coming out. This one, it just has a little stopper, but it's not an actual cap. And me personally, I do like the cap better because I sometimes like to spray the perfume inside of the cap just so I can go to it and sniff it whenever I need to remind myself what the fragrance smells like. So I do appreciate that, because whenever I want to smell this one, I have to use my little travel size that I have. So those are the only differences in the bottles. They are exactly the same though. Not much difference there. I actually really like that the juice inside of here is a light peachy color to kind of represent what season this perfume is going for. It's definitely more of a light spring summer type of fragrance. So we're gonna go over the scent notes. So we have kiwi and Brazilian orange as the top notes, rose, Indian jasmine, and ambrette as the middle notes, and then white musk and Texas cedar as the base notes. And then for the main accords, you have musky as the first one, then fruity, rose, citrus, floral, tropical, sweet, white floral, powdery, and woody. In a nutshell, to me, what I get from this perfume, I think this is a kiwi, fruity, somewhat fresh, and super light floral fragrance. So like I said, I'm wearing this perfume today. So when you first spray this one, it starts out as this like really bright kiwi orange fruity fragrance. It's not super tart, because sometimes kiwis can be tart and then you have that orange in there as well, but it's not super tangy and tart. The orange does give it a little bit of zing, but you mainly get like this fruity, watery, ripe kiwi. It's really pretty. It's fruity and fresh at the same time. So I think it makes it a perfect fragrance for spring and summer when you don't want those really, really heavy perfumes. You're looking for something, you know, a lot more light. So that blast of fruitiness, I think is really, really nice. The perfume has dried down on my skin. So once it starts to dry down, you get more of this aromatic, fresh fragrance. And I believe that's coming from the florals, the rose, the jasmine, as well as that musk. The kiwi dies down in this, but not too much to where you can't smell it, because it still has a fruity aspect to it. But on my skin, it definitely smells more like an aromatic fresh scent once it dries down due to those florals and then the musk. The rose in here is very light. It's not super duper suffocating or heavy at all, and I feel like the musk and the wood in this fragrance are just there to kind of balance it out. They're not really there to present themselves really heavily and give this perfume a whole lot of depth. I really feel like they're there to balance it out, because this fragrance probably wouldn't last super duper long if it were just a kiwi, orange, rose, and jasmine scent. So I feel like they added that cedar and that musk and the ambrette in there just to kind of give this fragrance a full rounded balance. So I've definitely seen reviews where people are saying that they can't smell the cedar, they can't smell the rose, the jasmine, they can't smell a whole lot of notes in this perfume. To them, it just smells like a mashup of a fruity, fresh perfume. And I can totally understand that, and I see why some people would say that, because like I said, those scent notes are not here to present this really, really heavy presence in this fragrance. But I still feel like the perfume is balanced, in my opinion. The route they were going with this perfume to make it very springtime appropriate, light and airy, and summertime appropriate, I think they nailed that part of the perfume. But I have seen so many reviews from others that say that this perfume left a lot unsaid. It's not wowing at all. It's nothing compared to its sister, the original Valentino Donna Born in Roma, and we're gonna get into that right now. In comparison to its sister, this is so different. It's literally not even in the same league. It's not even in the same category. These are two completely different fragrances on two totally different ends of the spectrum. Y'all know Valentino Donna Born in Roma, this is such a heavily deep, sexy, mysterious, and unique fragrance in my opinion. When I first smelled this fragrance, I had never smelled anything like it, and it quickly shot up to the top of my list of favorite perfumes back when I was collecting perfumes, because it just had this presence to it. It had this sexy womanly presence to it that I had never smelled in another perfume. So it really wowed me and took me by surprise, and no other perfume has made me really feel that way to the point of where this one made me feel. So yes, when I smelled this one, it didn't wow me or blow me away like how this one did. So like I said, they're completely different, and I can understand where people are coming from when they say that this perfume is kind of bland. I understand that this fragrance wasn't meant to give us that same feeling, because like I said, it doesn't even have like the original DNA of this Valentino perfume unless you're smelling the jasmine, but it really doesn't have the original DNA. So it's not supposed to give us the same feeling as the original. It's not supposed to be like the original. So the fact that they took this perfume in a totally different direction is what makes me appreciate it, because it's not supposed to be like its sister. It's not supposed to be a flanker of its sister. It's its own fragrance, and it does hold its own. Is this the most revolutionary fragrance out there? No, it is not. Can it be classified as basic? Yes, it can. But for me and my personal liking, I enjoy the fragrance. I'm not going to 100% recommend it, because like I said, this kind of falls in that category of not being a wowing fragrance, not being anything too amazing. But do I love it? Yes, I love it. I love the way that this smells. I love the way that this wears on my skin. For me personally, I have gotten 6 hours on both clothes and skin, which on clothes, that's not amazing, since typically on clothes your perfume lasts longer. But I'm okay because of the category that this fragrance falls in. It's so light and musky. It's not heavy. It doesn't have any heavy scent notes to keep it like anchored down. So I'm okay with it not lasting the longest time, not lasting forever. I do really like the initial opening of this fragrance. I love the dry down of it. Jasmine is one of my favorite notes as well, so I do love the dry down of this fragrance. I think overall it is nice. If you're expecting it to be something like the original, then no, this is not going to be that. If you're expecting it to be this super revolutionary springtime, summertime fragrance, it's not that. You probably have a ton of other spring and summer perfumes in your collection that can be substituted for this. But I myself enjoy it. I myself am happy to have it, and I will continue to wear it. By the way, if you guys didn't see the scent of the day shorts that I did layering this, one of my subscribers told me to layer this with Kiwi Chill from Victoria's Secret Pink. It is quite literally the most perfect combination of life. I'm actually not wearing the Kiwi Chill body care today, but when I did wear this fragrance initially, I put that fragrance on. They are perfection together. Literally the most beautiful, fresh, fruity, ripe, bright spring and summertime fragrance combination. So I really like those together, and that's how I'm going to enjoy this perfume for the entirety of spring. I've also seen this perfume being compared to Dolce & Gabbana's La Imperatrice. Because this one does have kiwi, and it has watermelon and rhubarb and everything, and it's like a really fresh, watery, aquatic type fragrance. These are very different. These are not the same whatsoever. Just because they both have a kiwi note and fruity, like watery notes, does not mean they are the same. This one is definitely more on the aromatic, perfumey side of spring fruity fragrances, while this one is super duper watery, super duper aquatic. Like, it really has the scent of like ripe watery fruits, like a fruit bowl. It really has that, and I don't get a whole lot of florals or anything like that in this fragrance like how I do in Valentino. I definitely think that Valentino is a better balance and a better mix of a perfume than this one is. This one to me gives me like a fruity body spray vibe just because of how watery and fruity it is. So I think they are completely different. I think if you have one, you can definitely have the other. They are not the same to me. But yeah, you guys, that's literally everything that I had to tell you about my review and comparison and thoughts on the new Valentino Donna Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. Yeah, you just have to make your own decision on whether or not you like this perfume enough to purchase it, because it's not like super wowing and it's not super duper amazing, but it is a very nice perfume to have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know if you picked this perfume up. What do you think about it? Let's have a conversation down in the comment section. If you're new, sis, you should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.